Vitafusion Gummy Vitamins. Something worth chewing on.
Do. It's Bougie. Driving shooter. Leo. Whoa. I ain't had no breach. Nah. I ain't had no feet. Nah. Everything dirty. But the moves was sturdy. Look. Listen. What? Do. It's Bougie. Driving shooter. Leo. Whoa. I ain't had no breach. Nah. I ain't had no feet. Nah. Everything dirty. But the moves was sturdy. Look. Listen. What? Little bro just came home. I'm just praying, I hope that he stay home. Pandemic. Oh shit, it's legal to walk with a mask. Smoke a little bit, that's gas. Look, the queens puffin' and pass. Smoke a little bit, that's gas. Look, the queens puffin' and pass. Oh, smoke a little bit, that's gas. Look, the queens puffin' and pass.
Like Jetty, you famous and dangerous. Why you still in the Ville? I'm just going for broke, so I'm in that place where it's killer be killed. Don't give a fuck if I sign me a deal. Oh shit. I'm finna wish a nigga would, and I wish a nigga will. Fuck coach, that nigga 40, fuck coach, cause that nigga corny. He hit the Ricky as soon as he saw me. Phone in my pocket, thought I had it on me. My bitch showed me his bitch on me. Like fuck it, I'ma have an orgy. If he catch smells killer, he down to discuss the ending of the story. I got the hottie with me. I call him Stotch, I know he gon' pop it with me. Or I call him Drew, cause I get it crackin' and he get it poppin' with me like Boona G. I'm with the pill, I hope you ready to shoot a G. Mel's, you see the shit you do to me, look. Got me outside doing foolery, supposed to get rest for you and me. Whoa, but we still getting queasy high. Long live Melville, Dick and Job. K with the cake, Cody my brother, that's part of my mother. Oh shit, came from the struggle, Busey bread with the butter. Look, cops on that dick, just wanted to suffer. Lock J shot for the chop. Oh shit. They said bro to the rock, I mix drop, part of the reason I pop. You better fix up, miss my brother, I love you, that's 10 plus. How the fuck can I switch up? Label the minutes until I ain't bitch up. We ain't talking me dumb shit. Oh, for the action, we not for the fuck shit. We so you can suck dick. I got you Nicky and Lou in this one split. We ain't talking me dumb shit. Oh, for the action, we not for the fuck shit. We so you can suck dick. I got you Nicky and Lou in this one split.
Bougie. OB, I call him K with the K. He let it spray where they lay. Pass the Glock, know that he stay with two chops. I was drunk, searching for TV number, I forgot he was locked up. Shush, be quiet. You know little bro do pop-ups. I'm coming up creeping. Air blood, know my brother a demon. I'm with the hot shit, adrenaline pumping, geeking. Boomba, you know for my brother I'm tweaking. On the weekends, every weekend. You know that I'm showing for booming, I'm booming. I ain't had no breach, I ain't had no feet. Everything dirty, but the moves was sturdy. Look, listen. What? Little bro just came home. I'm just praying, I hope that he stay home. Smoke a little bit, that's gas. Smoke the weed, public fast. Smoke a little bit, that's gas. Smoke the weed, public fast. Smoke a little bit, that's gas. Smoke the weed, public fast.
Update your space with Macy's President's Day furniture and mattress specials, like the Radley Shea sectional for $1,879 and the Monroe Queen bed now $279. Plus, get a free adjustable base or box spring with qualifying purchase. Now at Macy's.
Love is resilient. The Vera Wang Love Collection, designed for sales.
Gonna hit the green. Woo! Man knows what he's doing. Ain't that many people did 27 summers or anything. Straight up. 27 summers in a row of being relevant, it don't matter. Summer's ours every year.
Yeah. True story.
Now, real talk. Doing your thing at a high level, it's called timeless.
It's called time.
It's called timeless.
That's all we do is win.
King Disease is just like the beginning of the decade. This is the new chapter. What we did before has been done, and it's Nas is living proof of it.
I just need a little drink. Cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Let's go hit a few. Let's hit a few.
What's going on, world? DS1 Ross, and we back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. Shout out to everybody who support this platform, man. Much love. Much love. I appreciate all the love and the support. Salute to everybody that's tuned in right now. If you're tuned in right now, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you hit the like button, man. Hit the like button on the way in, man. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. Make sure you hit the like button on the way in. After you hit the like button, make sure you share the show. It's very important that you share this show. Let's get the show shared out. Give me a second, y'all. 1 second. Okay, we back. Yeah, like I said, man, shout out to everybody. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream. It's very important. Make sure you like the stream. Make sure you share the stream. This is your first time here. You catching the playback. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notification bell so you're notified every time I drop some new content right here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV, man. I appreciate all the love and the support, man. Shout out to the masculine mercenaries. Shout out to all my masculine mercenaries, man. Make sure you also financially support the show. Make sure you can financially support the show. You can do that by going to CashApp $Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's CashApp $Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can go to financially support the show. Got any questions, any comments you would like me to post, put it through with your super chat and I will acknowledge them. All other donation links will be in the chat room. All other donation links will be in the chat room. Like I said, shout out to the masculine mercenaries. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. I appreciate all the love and the support. You're back here on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, man. And y'all see today's show. Oh, yeah, we're going to get into it today. Yep, we're going to get into it. But before we get into it, like I said, y'all make sure y'all hit that like button. Y'all make sure y'all financially support the show, man. Make sure y'all also, if y'all haven't yet, make sure y'all catch this week's Comedy Hour. That's episode 33. If you missed the last two shows been on fire, man. Make sure you catch episodes 32 and 33 of the DS1 Comedy Hour with friends. All you have to do is easy. Just go to the playlist section of the channel, click the Comedy Hour playlist, and you can check every episode. If you haven't checked out any episodes, if you missed any weeks, it's a whole playlist for y'all. So make sure y'all hit the playlist up, check the latest 2 episodes out if you haven't. If you want to just binge watch, go ahead and watch episodes 1 through 33, man. I appreciate all the love. Shout out to everybody for supporting the Comedy Hour, man. Much love. But y'all see today's show, man. Y'all see today's show. Yep. Fatherless men in the black manosphere. Let's get it. Let's get to it. Now, I know a lot of y'all are probably thinking, damn, why DS1 is going there? I'm going there because it's obvious based on the behavior and the conversation at large in this space that there's a lot of fatherless men here. Let me repeat that. Based on the conversation and the behavior at large, that is the proof that there's a lot of fatherless men in this space. And when I say the behavior, I'm talking about the constant arguing and bloviating on each other, the constant dick measuring contest, the constant peacocking, the lack of camaraderie. See, all of this stuff speaks to a lack of masculine presence. See, this is why I always be careful in what I say. Because a lot of y'all think that you won't behave like a child, a young boy who didn't grow up with a father, if you grew up with a weak dude as a dad. And I say that because it's a lot of y'all say, oh, well, he was just born to a single mother. That's why he's this and that's why he's that. No, that's not true. That's not always true. You know, some of these soft dudes grow up in a household with both of their parents. Some of them know their dad and they love their dad and they act like their dad. So you can't say that it's always, oh, because he grew up with a single mother. No, sometimes these dudes' fathers are just weak dudes. So this is why I say a masculine presence. Because just because a male is a male don't mean he's masculine. Y'all got to understand there's a difference between a male and a man. It's a difference. And a lot of these guys exemplify the behavior of not being around masculine men, fathers. See, when you speak on the father, that in its essence speaks to masculinity. If you break down the word father, you get fat her. I spoke about this before. See? So in its essence, when you break down the word father, it's a action word. It's masculine. It's you doing something. When you a father, you're doing something. Fat her. You're fattening her. You're doing something. You see? You're creating something within her. You're fattening her. Fat her. Father. That's masculine. There's a lack of fathers in this space. There's a lot of baby daddies in this space. You see? A lot of you dudes are baby daddy type dudes. Y'all are not fathers. If y'all were focused on fatherhood, which is something you're supposed to focus on as a man, as a masculine individual, your first job, right, after serving God, is to be a pillar for your family. You're a father, okay? You're not a boyfriend. You're not a sugar daddy. You're not a paymaster. You're a father. Do you understand that? That is a term of masculinity. And there's a lot of fatherless men in this space because there's a lot of effeminate shit going on around here. You see? We have to get back to promoting fatherhood to men. Too many of you dudes in this space complain about being fathers. You complain about how difficult it is to be a father. No, let's make the correction. What's being made difficult for men is to be dads. See, that's what's being affected by the gynocracy and feminism and all of that. You being a dad. But in essence, you are a father. See? That is why you have dick and balls, fellas. Because you're a father. You are supposed to use that to fatten her. Fat her. That's what your dick and balls is for. It is not for you to pump and dump. Okay? Because if that's what your penis was for, and what is inside of your nutsack, if it was for pumping and dumping, right? You wouldn't be called a father. You would be considered something else. There will be another name for that because what? There's no mistakes in nature. Right? So what is the problem with the men in this space wanting to be fathers, wanting to exemplify what it is to be a man? Because that is the quintessential essence of being a man, is to be a father. It is not to be a player. It is not to run around and do all the dumb shit that we do. You see, the essence of manhood is being a father, because all of that shit encompasses being a father. All of the shit that we brag about, all of that shit. If it's not being geared toward fatherhood, it's toxic. We're supposed to be teaching men how to be men, younger men how to be men, how to become fathers, because that's what men are. Men are fathers. That's what men are. So that's what we're supposed to be teaching in this space. We shouldn't be giving up no game just to go get some pussy. Because then what you tell that young man is his dick and balls is just to run around as a play toy. So you're not teaching him the essence of what being a man is, which is being a father. But see, I understand you niggas don't go that deep. You niggas are surface level. You see? See, if you want to look at the game and you want to talk about the game, all of the legendary Macs are married. All of the legendary Macs are fathers. That's what they are. That's what they are. And that's what they promote to young men. See, because if you are not displaying the qualities of a father, you're not a masculine man. See, you're not a masculine man. This is why when women choose to have children, they go and they pick the strongest mate. It is because the essence of a father is strength. That's part of being a father. See? That's part of you being that pillar. That pillar not gonna stand, gotta stand with strength. It gotta stand with vitality, energy, focus. You know, A game. You see? You see? But the problem is too much guys around here that now think that it's okay to be anti-father in this space. See, because if you're not a good father, right? If you're not a father to your children, Negro, you can't be my brother. Negro, if you talking about disowning black children, you can't be my brother. So if you Negroes around here want a brotherhood to be established, first of all, we need to figure out who's the masculine men around here. And the way we can tell is through your content and through your behavior in the space. Now, if you run around here instigating shit and all, see, that's effeminate shit. You see? Fathers, you dudes like talking about leadership. Right? Y'all like telling the conversation is about why women won't submit to us. Why she just won't submit. Well, initially, she must submit to her father. You get it? She must submit to her father. She must submit to the masculine principle in her life first, not you. She's supposed to submit to her father first. Now, what if her father was in her life? He just wasn't the kind of dude to establish his presence. He could have been an old wayward type of dude. Coming and going type of guy. He could have been the type of father that just sent over the money, but he's never present to teach his daughter what it is to submit to a man. You see? So how do you expect, if you're running around here displaying the same bozo qualities as the bozo that birthed her, her father, then how do you expect her to submit to you when you are not showing her the masculine principle, which is being a father? Why do you think when a woman submits to a man, she call him daddy? That is her paying her reverence to the masculine principle. See, you dudes are trying to be everything else but what it is to be a man. See, this is the problem. I keep telling y'all our values were replaced with BS. So you think it's something else to be a man. No, you can't be a man if you're not a father. You're not a man. You're not a man. I didn't say a dad. I said a father. See? A lot of dudes don't even carry that energy with them. They don't even carry that energy. This is why women don't want to procreate with y'all, because y'all don't carry that masculine energy that these women are looking for. That's father shit. See, that saying something and standing on it. You know where they first learn that at? With their fathers, with their daddies, with dad. Dad showed them that this is what a man's supposed to do because this is what dad did. See? But you dudes are around here spreading anti-fatherhood rhetoric. Y'all running around here talking about pumping and dumping. That's anti-fatherhood. That's anti-man shit. And all pumping and dumping is a reaction to women running around riding the cock carousel. That's all that shit is. See, men don't spend their time, fathers, masculine men don't spend their time with bullshit like pumping and dumping. See, this is how you know dudes that push that shit, they not masculine. This is why if you look at homeboy who promoted, look at him, just look at his pictures. You can see it in him. And this ain't no shot at homeboy. The truth is the truth. Any man could look at a picture of that dude that promote pump and dump in his space and see he's a weak body dude. He weak. He weak-minded. You can look in his face. See, y'all think masculinity is something other than being a father. Then why the hell do they call the high priestess men father? Why? We're not going to go into the degenerate part about it. Stay on course with me. Let's just stay focused on the title and the reverence of a man. You see? So to be a father is to be a spiritual man first. That's why it's God, our Father, who resides in heaven. Our Father. What do fathers do? Fathers lead. Fathers do what? Guide. See? See? But who's really directing the men in this space to go in the right direction? Who's doing that? Huh? See, we got to understand, fellas, that we could win with integrity. We can. We don't have to go against our nature to be successful. We are who we are. Like Jay-Z said, you was who you was before you got here. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on a record, and y'all can write it down. DS1 said it. The men in this space are afraid. They are afraid to walk in true masculine energy. Because they are anti-fatherhood. If you are anti-family, you are anti-fatherhood, meaning you are anti-masculinity. And this is why homeboy looked the way he looked in his pictures. Because that pumping and dumping shit ain't masculine. That is actually a feminine response to the feminine. See, men don't promote chaos and disorder. That's not what men promote. See, promoting pumping and dumping is an example of F-boy leadership. Shout out to the bishop. That is an example of F-boy leadership. Notice what he named it. F-boy, not F-man, F-boy. Because you're a boy doing that. And you're a boy for promoting that. That's how I know you ain't got no daddy. And if you had one, he a sucker. And that's a fact. Because don't no man that's about something is going to tell his son to run around and pump and dump women. Not no father. Not no masculine man. Not no masculine man. What a masculine man is going to tell a boy is, listen, it's going to be a time where you just have fun with women and just have fun with them. And just have fun with them. But just know that's going to be for that time. And in that time, make sure you strap up, boy. Because when we get women pregnant in this family, we don't throw them away. See, that's man shit. Meaning if you slip up, nigga, and don't pull out, there is no abortion clinics, nigga. You gonna stand on what you do. See, it's not enough of that in this space being spoken about. Niggas standing on what they do. There is no coming to bail you out because you was fucking that girl raw and she pregnant now. Stand on that, boy. You love throwing that dick, right? You love throwing that dick, right? Stand on it. Because we don't promote dysfunction. We're not going to plague the next generation with our failures. We're not going to do that. So I'm going to eat this fuck up. See, that's what men do. I'm going to eat it. But the men around here is telling men that they're not supposed to accept their fuck ups. that is always some other theory on why they fucked up. There's always some mysterious Sherlock Holmes story, where's Waldo type of shit. See, that shows the lack of fatherless. That shows the fatherlessness in this space. See, because that's dysfunctional woman shit. When you're always looking for an excuse for something. When your ass gotta pay the tax, you're looking for an excuse, like a broad. Well, she stole my sperm. You're always looking for an escape route. See, that's feminine. See, that's how I know a lot of y'all ain't had no fathers in y'all life while y'all running around here clowning dudes on panels because they say something you don't agree with, and then the first thing your goofy ass say out your mouth is, "Oh, I know he ain't grew up with a father. I know he grew up with a single mother." But then when pressure get put on your goofy ass, you start acting like you grew up with a single mother. Matter of fact, you don't even act like you grew up with a single mother. You act like the single mother. But I'm saying though, but what y'all did and then what y'all do and you sound just like them. Shut up. Shut up. That's how I know you ain't grow up with your father. That's how I know. That's how I know. Because you do the same thing. You run around this space and promote chaos, just like these fatherless women. Y'all are doing the same stuff. Behind the scenes, oh, look at such and such talking about you. You dudes do this shit on a daily. See? A lot of you dudes act like baby daddies. Baby daddies are effeminate niggas. Yeah, I said it. DS1 said it. Baby daddy type niggas are effeminate. See, because any man that was worth anything to a woman, she not gonna say that was my baby daddy. She gonna say that's my child's father. See, because she's gonna always revere you because you're a masculine man. So even though you and her not together no more, she ain't running around talking about, oh, my baby daddy, oh, my baby daddy. No, she's going to tell that's not my baby daddy. That is my son's father. That is my daughter's father. That is my son's dad. That is my daughter's dad. You see? It's not baby daddy. It's a lot of you baby daddy ass niggas around here. You old effeminate niggas. That's why she don't respect you. Because you bring the energy of a baby daddy. Old pump and dump. Y'all some old pump and dump temporary dick ass niggas. That's what y'all are, baby daddy. See, y'all, see, that's the problem. Y'all dudes don't understand what it is to be a man. I keep telling y'all this. You think y'all dudes are being identified by what a woman could get from you. And y'all are allowing women to do that. See, you can't stand on this masculine man shit and you anti-fatherhood. Don't tell me you a man and you ain't taking care of nothing. Let me repeat that. Don't tell me you a man and you ain't taking care of nobody. Stop running around here talking that goofy shit. You take care of a guinea pig. Shut up. Stop getting up here trashing the stepfathers. Because they are the example of what masculinity is. They're leading. They're leading that woman and her children. He's leading them. They're following his program. You goofy? You goofy? She's following what he say. Goofy? Y'all are baby daddy ass niggas. That's why y'all get treated the way y'all do. Because y'all got that baby daddy energy. Some old dirty sock, dirty boxer brief wearing nigga who just want to fuck for 10 to 15 minutes and then take his dirty ass back outside with his homeboys to smoke weed and he ain't even wash his goddamn nuts. That's the energy of you niggas in this space. And y'all mad at the men who are showing masculinity. And y'all are mad because the women are gravitating to them. And the guys who you think is extra tough and they with the bullshit. No, Women come over here because they like to get the masculine overload. Some women like to be consumed in masculinity. She want to be drenched in masculinity. See, I'm one of them dudes. I'm one of them dudes. I present stomp down game. That's me. That's me. My masculinity is always present and always felt. And it's always felt. You know why? Because that's what a father does. That is the energy of a father. That is the energy of a masculine man. See? And your children's supposed to understand that. Your children's supposed to understand that. Your mama supposed to understand that. Your daddy's supposed to understand that. Everybody who come within your cipher is supposed to understand this is a masculine man. This is a man that's about his business. See, that's supposed to be understood in this space. See? But ain't no there's no stomp down game around here. We playing. We playing. We playing this masculine shit. We playing with it. And the women around here know it. That's why they get more comfortable and more comfortable. Because they know that it's a lot of fatherless men in this space. And they could tell by the goofy shit that y'all indulge in. See, that's evident. You can't run from the truth. See, you can get mad all you want. You can get mad all you want. You can get mad all you want. See, you think you being mad is supposed to mean something to me. See, that's another effeminate trait that you dudes around here have. You think I'm supposed to be moved by your little attitude. Nigga, I ignore my woman when she got an attitude. Oh, yeah, you mad? All right, I'll talk to you later, babe. Oh, you got an attitude? Oh, you trying to start an argument? Headphones, please. Headphones, please. See that? But what y'all do, y'all entertain it. Y'all entertain it. And y'all don't entertain it a little bit because, you know, women are like cats. They like to play. They like to play. And if you ever had a cat and a dog together, the cat always like to play with the dog. We know that already. You see? But see, you know what happens when you have a cat and a dog together and the cat becomes abusive to the dog? That happens when the dog, right, forgets that the goddamn cat is afraid of him. The cat becomes abusive to the dog when the dog forget he a goddamn dog. See? This is when the females start getting spicy with y'all. I warned y'all about this. I told y'all this was gonna happen. Because this is what they do. Oh, he just letting me do anything to him. So they go further and further. Women, they gonna push the goddamn envelope until you provide a roadblock. Excuse me, the road stops here, miss. You need to turn back around. You see? And that is the representation of dad. Resistance. I told y'all about this. Women love resistance. Women love the men who they can't figure out and why she gotta try so hard to get what she wants. You know why? Because I don't have time to tend to you, babe. I'm conducting business. I'm doing shit. I'm having meetings. I'm doing shit. You see? See, a girl who grows up with a masculine man, a father, see, she understands that about men. So she gives them the space. But see, you dudes, right? Y'all don't exemplify or give off that energy. This is why the women don't, you don't give off that energy. You an old dilly-dally ass boy. You a dilly-dallyer. You ain't serious. She can look at you and tell. Soon as she start twerking, you gonna give up every goddamn thing. See that? See all that simp stuff and all that comes from the lack of masculinity, the fatherlessness. The fatherlessness. You see? Not standing on your word, coming up on YouTube talking about, I'm red pill. This is why I did the show Red Pill in Cyberspace. This is no longer a red pill space. I said it. I don't care how much red pill rhetoric you use. It wasn't applied. It wasn't implemented into the goddamn space. This is why y'all sitting around arguing like women and arguing with women. Because the men in this space are not focused on being fathers. Y'all are not focused on being fathers. That's what you're supposed to be first. So when you dealing with a woman, there's no such thing as she stole your sperm, you bozo. There's no such thing. See, because number one, you're not going to be carrying yourself recklessly because you understand your value. You understand your value. You understand that you're a father and you represent the other black fathers. You a father. So you don't put your penis anywhere. You see? So there's no such thing as she could steal your sperm. See, you only saying that because you know you stuck your penis somewhere it wasn't supposed to go. You knew you wasn't supposed to be laying down with that bro. You knew that already. But what y'all do, y'all try to make y'all mistakes into movements. Yeah, I said it. DS1 said it. Y'all turn all y'all mistakes and mishaps to movements. And that shit has to stop because that's not helping the younger generation of men who are listening to this space. Stop making your goddamn mistakes into a movement. Because that's really what it is. Because none of y'all really stand firm on what y'all claim y'all represent. The red pill would have kept the women out. The red pill didn't keep the women out. So it's left for me to understand that the majority of the men around here were never red pill. They were red pill in cyberspace. See, because just because you took the red pill, after you become aware, you got to do something. You got to do something. And that's the problem. Nothing was done. And when I say nothing was done for the men. There wasn't an itinerary. Okay, guys, this is what we do now. There was no organization. There was no structure. There was no system implemented. See, if we was just going to go off the red pill, right? The red pill could represent a system that we follow. That this space, the black manosphere, could have followed. But what happened was you never had the men around who wanted to exercise order. See, that also speaks to the fatherlessness in this space because fathers implement order. And fathers don't care about hurting no feelings. See, you dudes around here, y'all didn't exercise y'all goddamn power because you was scared to hurt niggas' feelings. And that is the trait of femininity. That is the trait of a mother. That is a nurturing trait. You don't want to hurt that boy's feelings. I came from the school. Guess what, son? You gonna have to get your goddamn feelings hurt because you a man. You a man. And you have to build up a resistance and a tolerance to be able to be a man. So you have to be able to endure shit. Now, am I saying as a man, you just supposed to accept it? No. No. Am I saying you're supposed to invite it? No. But my point is, as a man, stop thinking you are gonna run away from what being a man is. See? No matter what, you still a man, bro. No matter how messed up that woman was, you are still a man. You are still a father. She cannot and does not and should not dictate your fatherhood. She doesn't do that. You do. You do. That's why you always had the men in this space who told men to fight for your child. Fight for them. That's what men do. Why? Why she gotta make it hard with me being a father? No, she shouldn't make it hard. No, she shouldn't. She shouldn't. She shouldn't make it hard for you to be a father. She shouldn't. But guess what? If she grew up fatherless, you think she ain't gonna make it difficult? See, because let me let you brothers know. Let me let you brothers know something. If you never heard this about women, we all heard women are emotional, right? But do you know that some women become jealous of their child because you are actually a dad and a leader and the guidance to the child that they never had? See, that is how chaotic women are. See? See, so when a woman is giving you trouble about you seeing your child, it's not always because she just want to take your money and all that bullshit. Sometimes she could be jealous at the fact that her daughter growing up with a dad and she didn't. I bet you never thought about that part. I bet y'all never thought that your baby mama is jealous because you are somebody who she never had. That's why she make it hard for you. That's why she make it hard for you. That's why she make it hard for you. Because she jealous of her daughter. And she not jealous of her daughter just because her daughter may look better. She jealous because her daughter got a dad. That's why. She jealous at the fact that her daughter gonna be able to go to the college she always wanted to go to because she growing up with a dad who got something. Her dad wasn't shit. Her daddy wasn't shit. You ever thought about that, bro? You ever thought about that? That's why she make it hard for you. Cause she mad at the fact that you want to be a father. You ever thought about that? Huh? But you wasn't thinking about that when you was pounding her out, butt naked and raw, with no socks on and no condom. You wasn't thinking about that. You wasn't thinking about, damn, if I have a baby with this woman, what type of woman I'm gonna be dealing with. See, a lot of you dudes don't think about that. You know why? Because you're fatherless. See, a man is a visionary. A man has foresight. If you grew up with a father, he would have told you that. Son, Don't take no condom off with no woman you ain't ready to build a family with. Until then, you can play all you want, son, but you'll wear a condom. You'll wear a condom. See, all you dudes that run around and promote pump and dump, y'all not wearing condoms. See, that's the other aspect of dumping that y'all think dudes don't get. See, a dude like me, I know how to read between the lines when dudes talk. So that whole pump and dump shit is just not you smashing a chick and leaving. It's also you dumping your semen inside of her and then leaving her. Right? That's the dump part too. See, y'all want to make it look like, oh, I just smashed her and didn't want a relationship with her, so I dumped her. No, that's not. See, you think somebody's stupid. You think somebody's stupid. No, the concept of pumping and dumping is you smashing a chick, shooting her club up, and leaving her by herself and not caring if she pop up pregnant or not. Because see, if you're going to be a porn star, you got to use the terms correctly. And dumping in the porn world is you dumping your semen into a woman. I don't know who y'all boys think y'all be playing with around here. I don't know who y'all boys think y'all be talking to. But this is why y'all don't come talk to DS1. Because y'all know y'all capping. Because y'all know y'all wasn't raised correctly. You wasn't raised right. You wasn't raised to have good character. See, now you got dudes running around here talking about character currency and how a high value man supposed to be a man of character. DS1 been saying that. But see, this is how I knew that a lot of you dudes were fatherless in this space too. Because soon as a dude got some recognition and notoriety, he became your dad. He became your YouTube dad. That's fatherlessness. You looking for guidance. You looking for a man to say, come on, boy, I got you. I got you, boy. Like your daddy's supposed to tell you. See, your daddy's supposed to say, hold my hand, son. Don't be afraid. Daddy got you. See, how many of you dudes heard that around here? Huh? How many of y'all heard that? See, I understand. I understand the concept of the broken family. And if you understood that as a man being in this black manosphere space, you wouldn't promote pumping and dumping. You won't be anti-fatherhood. Because to represent pumping and dumping is to be anti-fatherhood. And to be anti-father is to be anti-family. You see? Which we can go and take it into other little nuances, but we ain't gonna go there. If you are anti-fatherhood, don't have no children, don't be having no children, don't be having no families with these women, don't be doing that. You anti-fatherhood, then that means you anti-family. Then you know what that makes you? A eugenicist. Oh, you didn't think that, did you? But see, when we talk about Planned Parenthood, right? The goddamn agency replaces the man. That's what the agency is. It is a replacement of the father, the one who fattened her. Father, fat her. See, the abortion clinic becomes the father because the abortion clinic and the mother comes together and makes the decision. Not you. So how are you anti-fatherhood in this space, but then talk about feminism? Huh? Huh? I'm listening. Oh, I knew I didn't hear response because you can't respond to that. You see? You can't talk about the statistics of what's happening to black boys, but then you anti-fatherhood. You can't do that. That's called capping. That's called being a fraud. It's something you're supposed to learn from your father. The first thing your father tells you is, son, be yourself. And a lot of you dudes are not being yourself. You want to be street cats. You want to be from places you're not from. You want to be a player. You want to be a pimp. You want to be a Mac. Everything to define yourself and not say, I'm a goddamn father. Anything to say that. What's wrong with you brothers around here? Y'all got a problem with telling women I'm a family man. I'm a father. Huh? Oh, you think that's not sexy? Huh? That's what you think? Huh? I'm a player. I'm a Mac. I'm a pimp. No, you a father, bro. You a father. Minister Seymour is a father. The high priestess of the game. He a father. Don Juan said he got 30 kids. He don't know how many goddamn kids he got. He got like 12 biological children. He a father. He's a father. Don. A title of leadership. Masculine. Don't talk about the game if you ain't talking about being a father. That's the game. To be a family man. Shout out to my nigga Sir Ism. A family man. All that shit equal up to you being a father. Not none of that other goofy shit. If it don't end with you being a father, you failed, nigga. You failed. You don't know the game. Nigga. That's why the world is scared of black men. Because they scared of us when we're fathers. Nigga. When we're fathers and we show the world that we fathers, nigga, everybody gets scared. Even a black woman. They get scared, nigga. You don't know what that is, nigga. You don't know what that's like. You don't know what that is. Do you know? And I'm going to share this personal story. But before I get into the story, I want to shout out everybody in the building, man. Make sure y'all hit the like button. Shout out to my nigga Sirism. That's what I'm talking about. Jack. That's what the game is about. Cultivate manhood. That's what it's about. But before I share this story, man, let's get a quick word from our sponsors.
This is A Game. Fast acting, long lasting, with no side effects.
Now, of course, I grew up in the gynocracy. My mother grew up in the gynocracy. And one of the issues that my mother began to have when she got pregnant with me is, this is something, you know, my dad used to tell me, is a lot of women got jealous of my mother, even her own friends. My mother ended up fighting her own friend while she was pregnant with me out of jealousy, which her friend admitted to her years later she was jealous. She wasn't jealous at the fact that my mother was pregnant. She was jealous at the fact that who my mother was pregnant by. Shout out to Double C. Appreciate you, fam. Right? Because, see, my pops was a dude known in the hood, outside dude. Everybody know him. It's you know, we ain't gonna get into the particulars, but everybody know my pops, and they know my pops for carrying himself a certain way. See, so when my mother got pregnant with me, and this is what I want a lot of you guys to understand. When I just said the whole world gets shooken up when they see us into being fathers, even some black women can't handle that shit. Even some of our own women don't know how to handle when they're around raw masculinity. They don't know how to accept masculinity. This is why, ladies, if you ever had a jealous homegirl, she always jealous when you got a man. Yeah, it's because you attract the guys that she can't. You see? See, fellas, you got to understand. You got to understand, man. Nobody's ready for us to be our own agency, brothers. Nobody's prepared for that. Not even the majority of our women. They don't know how to deal with that. You know why? Because they can't handle the sensation that comes from them receiving that masculine energy on that level. on that level. Like, damn, this dude is a great dad. Damn. See, that's something my mama could never take from my dad. She could say all the other bullshit she want. She could never say that that man wasn't a man. She could never say that that man didn't do what he was supposed to. You see, brothers? And that's what I want you to understand. You keep looking for accolades from the broad. Oh, why she just don't accept what I try to do for my kids? Because it ain't for her, nigga. That's why. Because it ain't for her. It's for her kids. It ain't for her. You forgot women are jealous? You think they're not even jealous and immature at heart? You sitting here bringing all these goddamn gifts for that little girl and she ain't got shit but a bullshit cell phone? And you think she ain't gonna give you no problems, nigga? That's feminine energy. That's feminine energy. And you knew she was, you knew she was petty and goofy when you was dealing with her. You don't even celebrate Valentine's Day, but you made sure you bought her ass something because you didn't want to hear her mouth. So cut it out, my dude. Stop fooling yourself, bro. And stop running around here in this space thinking it's cool to promote that foolery, man. Because you dudes know what y'all be dealing with. Y'all dudes know what y'all be laying down with already. But see, if you change the focus, right, and start being focused on your livelihood, the internal 5 of the 10 life values, which is your spirit, your health, your appearance. Your family value. See, when you get in tune with the internal 5 of the 10 life values, guess what you stop doing, brothers? Guess what you stop doing? You stop thinking with your dick. See, because a father, which represents the masculine principle, is logical. There's no logic in your dick. There's only feeling in your dick. And a lot of y'all brothers keep running around here talking about some, I'm not led by my feelings. Yes, it is, you reckless dick dude. Mr. RWDS, your raw dick specialist. What you mean you don't think with your feelings? What you mean? What you mean you ain't led by your feelings and you always raw dicking a female? You met her in the club, now you drunk in the bathroom stall banging her out raw. And you telling me you ain't moved off your emotions? Your dick move off emotions unless you control it with your brain. Stop it. Stop it, brothers. Stop it. Stop lying to yourself. Stop fooling yourself. That's what women do. I don't like him. No, girl. You don't like him. No, girl. You're not going to have sex with him. No, girl. No, girl. Don't do it. Don't do it. Now she naked. Now she getting slaughtered out. That's you dudes. I'm not led by my emotions. I'm not led by my emotions. I'm not led by my emotions. She stole my sperm. I'm not led by my emotions. I'm not led by my emotions. Yes, you are. Because you can't control your dick. So that means you're led by your emotions, like a female. See, if you get in tune with the internal 5 of the 10 life values, you stop thinking with your dick. See, because as a father, when you're a father, you understand that now it's not even about your dick no more, really. You see? Now it's about what powers it, your masculinity. You see? You see, brothers? We got to focus on being fathers, man. Because it's a lack of that in this space alone. This is why it's a bunch of men that flock to this space, because they're looking for leadership. They're looking for mentorship. They're looking for advice. You see? So if you're not ready to lead, stop saying you're a man. If you got a problem with leading, if you have a problem with people looking to you for guidance, looking to you for leadership, if you cannot carry those duties out, you are not ready to be a man. And let me add this to it. If you are not ready to endure what comes with that shit, you're not ready to be a man, bro. You're not ready, bro. And if you're not ready for that, then guess what you need to start doing? First of all, you need to stop having raw sex. That's number one. Stop having raw sex. Stop being a raw dick specialist. Because your daddy was a raw dick specialist. That's why he left you. That's why. That's why he was gone before your mama even conceived your ass. He was gone. Because he was a raw dick specialist. So how we gonna break the chains? We gotta watch what we promote. We gotta watch what we represent, appearance value, how we convey ourselves. But it all starts with a change of the mind. That's where it all starts, fellas. Stop thinking with your dick. Pumping and dumping is a man who thinks with his dick and not his head. See, you dudes get on here and try to YouTube explain why you think with your dick. You see? And most dudes who think with their dick because they never was respected for having a brain. See, I know where you brothers is coming from. I know why you think with your dick and you promote pumping and dumping, because you're really a geek and you want to be respected for having a mind, but you never was respected for that. So you found a way, playing on the internet, you found a way to show your little dick off, and you found a way to get acceptance for something. Just like a woman. A woman mind ain't respected, so she go and lay down and get respect that way. That's what you dudes are doing, bro. This is what you dudes are doing, bro. This is what y'all doing. Y'all are responding like women. Oh, well, I'm a nerd, and I'm not a nerd, I'm a geek. Because half you dudes ain't nerds. Y'all geeks. Y'all not nerds. It's a difference. So half y'all be up here talking a bunch of goofy shit and say y'all nerds. But y'all are geeks, and you couldn't find, or the females that you like don't like geeks. So you, instead of you cultivating who you are, right, and going and finding people like yourself, what your geek ass did was you found some shit online with a bunch of other geeks to go and do some debauchery shit that you think is cool because you able to get some sex. This is why if you look at a lot of the porn star dudes that are real big and famous, they're geek dudes. These were dudes who couldn't get pussy in high school, and they wasn't getting none. These were guys who rarely got any. I'm talking about rare. I'm talking about really rare. These are your known porn guys. These guys are goofies. That's why when you hear them in interviews, you be like, damn, that's how you really talk? It's a goofy. Lexington Steele, all them dudes are goofies. Wesley Pipes, Brian Pumper, the fake Lloyd Banks. These is goofy dudes. Geeks. Bozos. These are bozos who found a way to make themselves relevant by, you know, indulging in shit like that. Indulging in debauchery. You see? Because if we're going to follow you guys' rhetoric in the bozosphere, the problem is feminism. So feminists are what? Anti-father. So do you understand why you got a bunch of guys running around here promoting anti-father rhetoric, but you won't check them? See, pumping and dump is anti-fatherhood. That's anti-father, which is feminism. The removal of the masculine principle. So if you telling other men, hey, opt out of being a father, you don't need that, man. You don't need that. Go snip your balls if you don't want to be a father. Go snip your balls. Go get neutered. Ain't no real man talking about some, I don't want to be no father. Ain't no real man talking that goofy shit. The fatherlessness in the black manosphere is scary, man. Scary, man. It's scary. Scary. But then we talk about these women need to submit. They need to submit. They need to listen to me. They need to cooperate. She ain't even cooperate with her father. What are you talking about? What are you talking about, dude? She need to listen to you for. You old thirsty dick nigga. What she need to listen to you? You thirsty. What she need to listen to you for? You not focused on being a father. You ain't doing father shit. You ain't doing that. Which is masculine shit. Let's go ahead and let's go ahead and get that out the way. If you're talking about masculinity, you're talking about fatherhood. If you're talking about masculinity, you are talking about fatherhood. There is no taking out of being a father and saying you're a masculine man. No go. Do y'all see what's on my screen? That is a father lying. That's daddy. That's daddy. Don't make no comparisons to no male lions, and you ain't talking about fatherhood. Because that's, you see that big boy right there on the screen? That's what he represents. When you see that, you done got too close to his goddamn family. You done got too close to his family. You done got too close to his woman. You done got too close to his children. You done got too close to his goddamn food that he got to eat because he need energy to protect his children and his woman. So if you're talking about masculinity, you're talking about fatherhood. You ain't no masculine man with minus fatherhood. And being a father is an energy. It's not just a label you put on a man. It's an energy. Do some research. The planet that is known as the father planet is called Saturn. They call that the father planet because it's a very harsh. That's what the rings represent. The rings represents solid foundation, keeping things together. This is why men who are ruled by that planet are serious. They're a little more serious. They're a little rigid. Look at the planet. Old father. That's what they call Saturn. The father planet. That's why a lot of your children, if you get visitation rights, a lot of you brothers get y'all children on Saturday. Saturn. Father. Father. So men are not afraid to hurt people's feelings. Okay? Because guess what? The truth is the truth, and we got to get shit done. See? Father. You want to talk about masculinity, you're speaking about fatherhood. And that's what I'm going to continue to promote in this space. Men being real men. Now you got dudes talking about character currency, but you wasn't talking about that before. Wasn't talking about that when them views was up. When you thought he was going to make it. Now it's about your character. DS1 been saying that from day one, but now it's about your character. Now a man is valued in other places. Oh, but when DS1 was talking about it, DS1 was hating. DS1 was clout chasing. DS1 was just doing stuff for views. But now it's about character. How is it about character, but then you dudes will turn around and say you don't have no morality? When character and morality is under the same goddamn value system, which is spiritual value. And you got dudes running around here talking about spiritual shit don't matter. But we're going to get it together. We're going to get it together, fellas. That's why you tuned in to Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And I appreciate y'all for pulling up. Shout out to everybody that's in the building, man. Shout out to everybody that's in the building. Shout out to Heels In. I appreciate you, family. Much love. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the show. If y'all enjoyed the show, Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV. That's Cash App $ Sheep Stay Sleep TV is where you can go. And as y'all know, this episode has been sponsored by A-Game. A-Game, a herbal male solution. Fellas, hit the link in the description box. Hit the link in the description box, man. Let's get on our A-Game. Let's get on our A-Game, man. To all my fathers, all my dads, get down in the description box, man. You got to keep your energy up. If you lead in the household, you got to keep your energy up. You know you got to keep your focus right because you got to keep focusing on the future. And you damn sure got to keep that libido up. You already know that. So get down in the description box, fellas. Hit the link at the checkout, type in promo code SHEEP and the number 10. That's SHEEP and the number 10 at your checkout for your discount off your purchase. I appreciate all the love and the support. I'm your host, DS1 Ross, and you have just tuned in to another episode on Sheep Stay Sleep TV. And remember, brothers, we are our own agency. We are our own agency. I'm going to catch y'all on the next one. Peace.
Hey guys, this is Spanky Hayes, and I want to say something, whether it's comedy, acting, or just in general real life. I use my A game. I gotta have the A game. I pack it in every pocket. I got one pill in every pocket, and every pair of pants I got. Listen, entertaining y'all is hard sometimes. I gotta fly to Dallas, then to Denver, then to New York, then to LA, then to Detroit. Come on, man. That tires me out. I just take the A game now. I don't have that problem no more. I usually barely don't sleep because I'm entertaining y'all. I'm in the studio all night with the A game. And trust me, when I come home from the studio, my woman gets to feel the real pleasure of the A game. You see, I'm smiling. Watch this. Hey, baby.
Hey, babe.
Guess what I just took? What? A game, A game, A game, A game. I'm gonna meet you upstairs, all right?